Hi there and welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of Denmark's beloved children's singers from the 80s and 90s, Alberte. Recently I had the good fortune of seeing her perform, and I'd like to share a little bit of that small concert with you, as well as share the story of how she's helped with my integration into Denmark. Stay tuned. Hi again. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kelly and I'm an American living in a small town in Denmark. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications whenever I post a video. Now, you may or may not know of Alberte, and that could be because you're not Danish. But maybe you are Danish and you're thinking, I'm not quite sure I know who that is. Well, she's a really famous children's singer, and she actually was on this show that they had in the 80s and the 90s called Bamse. Bamse is a teddy bear character, and there are many different shows. And I know that my husband and the people of his generation grew up watching these shows, and they loved watching them like every week. They were always on TV. The characters were mainly these animals. So it's a bear, a chicken, a little duck, but then there are real people. And she is actually one of the characters in the show that was a real person. And so she would interact with these animal characters, and she would also sing songs. So when we started having children, my husband bought the DVD of Bamse because he wanted our children to kind of grow up with the same character. So that was the very first time I ever found out who she was. I didn't know her real name. I didn't know anything really about her besides the fact that she played the character Luna, and she lived in a tent that had stars on it, and it was something that she also would wear. It was really kind of funny. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can click on a clip of a video of her when she played Luna in the Bamse show. But that was the very first time I had ever seen her. But when I found out that we had the opportunity to go and see her perform, I thought, wow, how neat would it be if she played one of the songs from the Bamse show? And she actually does in her concert. And I'm going to show you a clip of that right now. So I know her from the Bamse show, and I liked her from the Bamse show. I liked her character and I liked her songs. I've also been exposed to Alberte because of her children's songs. When we had our son and we got the Bamse DVD, we were also given a box set of children's CDs. And I have that right here. And it looks like this. And inside there are quite a few different CDs. So there are tons of children's songs, and there are like 18, 15, 23 different songs on a lot of these CDs. So you're thinking, wow, my gosh. We lived in the United States when we had children, and so they were going to be exposed to a lot of American children's songs, and we had children's song CDs in the US, and they went to daycare and school in the US, so they got to learn a lot of different songs. And this was really good for us because they really weren't hearing anything in Danish or any Danish songs. So this way they could kind of learn them at the same time and maybe pick up a little bit of the language. And one of the CDs that's in here, it's Hej Frede. I think it's like Hej Frede or something. Her song is the very first song, and that is the very first CD and the CD that we listen to the most often. So it was really kind of a weird coincidence in a way. And again, I liked the song. I liked her voice, and I think I was starting to put two and two together, like I've heard this voice before. But I was so excited at her performance when she actually played the song. It meant so much to me to be able to see her perform these children's songs because that's how I knew her. But also I was there with my children and a lot of other children, and you could just see that she's such a great performer when it comes to children's songs and interacting with children, and she's really funny. So I'm going to play you that clip now of our favorite song from that CD pack, the Hej Frede, right now.
Den skal nok hjem til alle sine unger og møde dem. Der er så ret på marken, når dyrene snakker. Jeg vågner altid tidligt, så står jeg tidligt op. Med bakke i håndtag. På vandet skinner solen. Jeg bliver så glad. Goddags du lille sommerfugl. Vi store blomster, solen der er cool. Jeg har en legetøjslastbil med bløde gummihjul. Jeg har en...
It's even a bit funny to see some of these older people participate, but that's kind of a nice thing about Denmark, is that people are really kind of young at heart here, and they do appreciate children, and they do appreciate children's things like songs and these small concerts and things. Everybody was having such a good time, and I was really having a good time at this concert. You know, I mean, it's all in Danish. It's obviously something that these people grew up with, and that was really a part of kind of their childhood for many of them, or maybe the childhood of their children, or maybe their children right now, and they're kind of experiencing it in rerun type style. It was really kind of nice for me as a foreigner who has a Danish family, and they're kind of experiencing it, and I'm almost getting my own little taste of a Danish childhood. It was really exciting because I knew some of the songs before I went to the concert, and I had known them for a few years because, you know, our oldest son is 9 years old. It gave me a sense of belonging as well. And I think that's so important for foreigners, is that, you know, I have children, and to listen to children's songs and kind of get involved with the children's stories like the Bamse and different things. I'm experiencing it with them, so that way when they're a little bit older and they can remember these things, I have these memories as well, and it really gave me a good feeling. She also played another children's song that I wasn't familiar with beforehand, but I want to share with you as well, because again, she's so theatrical when she sings it that it really draws people's attention and it gets people involved. So check this one out as well.
Andre siger til mig, hvad jeg skal gøre, fordi jeg er større, når det bliver min tur. Så vil jeg alle ting, ja. Indtil da er jeg højt til værs. Det er ikke så svært. Jeg klatrer op i mit æbletræ, og når jeg kigger ned, bliver alle små. Nej, det er godt i mit æbletræ, og nu kalder mor.
I just love how everybody gets involved with this and everybody's having a good time. It's just a really good feeling to be at a place like this. You know, it's a really nice thing to experience in Denmark. And if you could understand the words to her songs, I mean, obviously they talk about how young children are feeling, you know, maybe they can't participate in something because they're too small and things like this, and it's just so sweet. Another song that she sang that I was so excited about, and again, I didn't know it was her that was singing this song. This is a song that I learned in my language school. When I moved to Denmark, I had to take language classes. I started taking them during the day before I started working, and then I had to switch to the night classes after I got my job. I really appreciated those day classes. That was such an experience. During the day, there's this mandatory singing song time that you would have once a week. It would be kind of like we would take a break for lunch, and then instead of coming back in the classroom, we would all meet in this other room, and there would be all these chairs, and then they would pass out a song, and we would sing a song, and we would have like this songbook. I actually still have it here. I have all these different songs that they gave us. I don't know how long they thought I was going to be in language school, that I need to learn all these songs, or maybe I'm just going to have them at home. I don't really know. I like to sing, so you're not twisting my arm there. I like to go to church because I like to sing. So when it comes time to singing the hymns and things, that's the one thing I love about going to church on Christmas Eve in Denmark, because I love the songs. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. And the next song that she sang, I was just so surprised. And it was so funny because I knew most of the words. And my husband was like, how do you know this song? And I'm like, it's from language school. You know, and I just felt like, oh, this is so awesome. Everybody's singing along and I'm singing along too. It's like, yeah. But the next song, I don't know if you can see this, is Chubang Shogalelemen. It's so funny because, you know, this song, you know, is about little kids singing about their dad and stuff. And I don't know, but it's a fun song. But in language school, we had this really great teacher, and he was so into getting us to sing. And I know a big part of that is just kind of getting used to the ups and the downs. And I talk about this in my, you know, my video where I talk about learning Danish, basic words and things, about how there's kind of an up and a down to it, and a rhythm to speaking Danish. And with this song, I know it's a lot about learning the pronunciations of things, but it was also a lot of fun. I think this is the song that I sang the most out of my short time during the day taking Danish classes. I was really, really excited when she performed this song. So check it out.
Hvem siger, man skal tyde spor og vågne tidligt og være sur? Hvem siger, man skal slips og briller, få ondt i hovedet, bare tage piller, i hvert fald ikke af mig. Hvis nogen siger, skal være stor, så siger jeg bare med typen chokoladevand, mig der bestemmer her.
Only giving you little snippets here and there because I wanted to enjoy the concert and sing and do the hand gestures and all that kind of stuff. It was a lot of fun. It was something that I really did not expect. And another thing is that, of course, she had a lot of children's songs, but she also had some other songs that I'd never heard of before. Songs that, you know, talked about love. I think that I could easily have like one of her CDs. I don't know, I really liked some of her more serious songs. I only have one of them to share with you. Talks a little bit about loving and stuff. And again, I'm just giving you a small clip of it. Here is a more slower, a little more serious love song. Check it out. Gosh, don't you just love that song? I mean, to me, that could be like one of my favorite songs. I could listen to that every day. So I had a really good time. And what do I think of her? I love her even more now. I am so glad I had this experience to see her perform because I would have never have known about these more lovey, serious songs. That gets me going on to YouTube and checking out some of her other stuff. It was just really a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this video and getting to know a little bit about Alberte and a little bit about me and how I really enjoy her music. So if you are a foreigner and living in Denmark and you're wanting to get into some Danish music that you can also share with your children, I think you should check out Alberte. She has got some really good kid songs. She has also got some really good adult songs. And this American gives her 2 thumbs up. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the red subscribe button. Thanks for coming along to this concert with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And be sure to check out my other videos. And don't forget to check out my blog where I'm posting so many new things lately and that I'd love to share with you. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again in another video. Take care.